What is up? Mr. Risha here. Today, I'll be making another Roblox video. And it's not gonna be a fucking gaming video, unfortunately. But we are technically in a game, so it must really be a gaming channel, right? Okay, so here I want to show you guys a great creation that I think both of you are worth watching about. You know, with my companion, my friend Ivan here, who has been friends with me since like I don't know 5 years or six, I don't know. So today we are gonna be reviewing planes. These aren't just your ordinary planes. No, these aren't free modeled ones. They're really fucking not. These are my own planes. My very first planes that I actually ever made. I made them when I was like what 9 years old. So this was it's like way before COVID pandemic or whatever. And it's like, and I guess pretty much one of my planes. My planes actually, I don't know. It's best for the viewer to decide what it looks like. But let's just say that some of the planes got famous and they're now on like build a ship for like a temporary time. Like I could go on like 5 screenshots of made by other people and I could see like all my planes on fucking they're getting crashed into the ground. So here it is. Those right there in the corner, right in the distance, are my planes. And this is not an exploration of a new update. This is just something that I would like to show, and maybe I would like to explain to you, because it's like a fucking why the fuck not? So let's just go and let's fly to this area. All right. I don't know if I should leave this guy behind. I don't know. He's not even speaking anyway. Okay. Anyways, let's go on here. And I don't know, but like maybe people will say that like, oh yeah, this is just another plane tour game. But like, yeah, maybe it's just like that if you don't fucking listen. Like, what's the point of watching a video if you don't fucking listen? So let's just go on one of the first planes that I've actually ever made. I think most of these. This is like trying to review a fucking school bus collection. Jesus Christ. So here's the first one. It's a Boeing 747 with the most weird engines, and these things have like more history than New Shingleton itself. This fucking engine. So if you were wondering why there were like almost every plane has this type of engine format. These used to be like the Havilland Comet planes. Like these were like supposed to be in like the foreskin version of plane jet engines or whatever. And because I actually liked them so much, I had them on like every fucking plane I had. I think like it should be like these planes should be like alternative universe at this point. So this is technically not like a fucking Boeing 747. It's more of like it's literally just like more of like a fucking jumbo jet or whatever. So as you can see, if I were to tell you like what type of place like what was this like a few days ago, I would be saying that I would be showing you how terrible this place is, and also wonderful. The fuck, you can fucking sit back. What the fuck? Anyways, if you didn't know, recently I decided to do like a bit of like an interior remake. So this is one of the interior remakes, and it looks really good. As you can see, you got an even better bathroom. The old interior was kind of terrible because like it was like back then I made it when I was like what 9 years old, so this like a few years ago now. I'm like in my fucking teens, and now I've changed it up to look like a little bit, so like it looks a little bit crowded, but back then it used to be like a little bit bigger. So here's the first class. I remember there was like a. I remember I used to put up a big ass sign saying, "Oh yeah, first class is not done yet," even though it looked done, and that thing is work in progress for like 3 years. So this is first class, and back then it used to be like really detailed, but like I don't care anymore. I just decided, yeah, let's have a stamper version of this, and these are the staircases. I was gonna have a bar here, but like, yeah, I said hell no. And what the fuck? Fucking left this. Don't worry. This plane is just for roleplay purposes. And what I did here was like back then these stairs used to be like in a straight manner, so I tried to make it like curvy, so like it won't be much of a problem. Here I added another additional type of seats, and if you didn't know, I also changed the structure of this entire plane so that it could fit. And here you got the new cockpits. These are like from Sending Plui's planes. Like Sending Plui had also remade like some of these planes, and they were kind of terrible. Because like what he did was like, oh yeah, he just gave it a paint job and changed the structure a little bit and called it a day, with like the old interior looking like making like and it was made even worse when I decided to add like the mill. I don't know if I could show you that, but it's gonna take like maybe like an additional minute of like that. So that's it for like the Boeing 747. I could say this is like the only successful remake of this thing, and let's go to the newest one. So this is the newest one. If you didn't know, this is like a fun fact, but like, when I make a new plane, it's usually just gonna be like one dude's plane, which is like improved and made into something else completely better, or something else that was made to like the fleet. So what I did was I took Magical's fucking plane, Magical Roadster. This was the guy who made everything in the game like completely original planes. So this used to be made by Magical, like some of the influential planes here. This one was actually made by Magical. So what I did was that like this actually used to be like a mini Boeing 747 type of thing, but like instead it was like a battleship. So we had like a firing position right here. It was like supposed to be like a bomber. So I changed it up a little, like a lot. So like everything, like 80% of the plane has been changed up to look like completely fine. So in the cockpit was like moved to this one. As you can see inside, yeah, there's pretty much nothing. There's nothing much in here except the fucking seats move backwards. It's like you're trying to hug the seat. Back in here, this is just the bathroom. As usual, I think you can change the images. No, you can't. It's actually broken. I tried to change the decals and they actually sucked. And here, this is the cockpit. I just ripped off the fucking Sending Plui's cockpit. This was supposed to be the kitchen. There's like nothing much in here. It's gonna have to. I forgot what you call it. We call it like fridges, not refrigerators. And here's the Orange Airlines Airbus. We couldn't fly midair in our planes. What the fuck? This is supposed to be a remake of our Airbus, but instead I took like the wings from that plane and then changed up the structure a little bit and called it a fucking H300. This does not look like one, and it literally looks terrible. This is like a terrible example at trying to remake and build something. This actually really sucked, if you know what I mean. This actually really sucked. And here's another one of these. This is like literally Sending's plane, and this was made for combat. So like this wasn't supposed to be like a cannon here. You can fire and kill somebody. You can actually accidentally kill somebody with it. I like to kill the planes. I don't care. And here, this monstrosity, right? This one that looks like it should belong to at the bottom of the sea instead of the fucking skies. This was supposed to be Sending's old plane. This had a lot of history behind it. Basically, what happened was that like I made like a mini plane and everybody was role playing in it because like yeah, I made this shit. And this was like fucking and sending Pluie, right? He fucking yeah, you know what he did? He just did like a fucking explosion, and I hated it. I literally like fucking dislike it. It's like I hated it so fucking much that like I told him, yeah, fuck you, sending, build a fucking plane for me just so I can forgive you, and he did. Yeah, and it looks really terribly bad. I kind of sorry, but this was like 2018. You could tell he really made this for me, and it's fucking terrible. I mean, fucking look at this shit, dude. The fucking thing is taller. At least you got some. At least you can make a fucking another class of this thing. And you got the center foot person plane. And you got the fucking. Literally just is like this is literally just like one of the worst. I decided to include it in because like, hey, this guy literally made this plane for me. So why not I put it in here instead? Like fucking look at that shit. And then here's another one. This is the Airbus, and what I did was like I removed the signs off of it, and that's it. I called it a remake. And this actually sucked really bad. This is just one of my other planes. I decided to call it an Airbus, but I don't think it should be even called an Airbus. So this also has a lot of history too. What happened was that like when the Airbus was like done, I think it was like half of it was like completely done. I made it. It was like I think I had to go like real fast because like it was like past my bedtime, so I decided to add like wings of extra, and it looked really embarrassing when the first try and it crashed and stuff. So when I loaded it in, there was like half of the structures are completely gone. You can see my attempt at fixing it. It was like around this point that like this plane is like empty in half, and that is literally it for like the Airbus. It kind of sucks. And then here, this is one of my, I forgot what you call this. I think it was like somewhere beyond PDMA and 5,000. Yeah, PDMA 5,000. This was like one of my best planes so far, and one of the most underrated. Like I think what I was thinking about initially, I was saying, oh yeah, maybe oh yeah, I really want a 1950s plane that could fit in with the lore of this Orange Airlines lore type of thing. So, and look at this, and I really liked it. My friends actually really helped me a lot with like some of this. Like you could tell, like some guy named Oscar helped with the cockpit. And I kind of dislike the cockpit a little bit. It looks like a fucking bulldog. It looks like a fucking, I forgot what you call it. Like a bulldog, whatever you call it. It literally looks like that. And it's fucking, it looks fucking sad. It looks like, yeah, Chihuahua. And here, this is where things get special. Right here. So like I got ones, like back then, I think it's pretty much explanatory. Because like back then, airplanes were for like the grand people. Like this shit is for like rich people. So like I decided to have like, oh yeah, why not have something special for it? So yeah, I did by adding tables and 2 chairs, and then called it a great airline. There was newspapers as well about the nuke type of thing, but it's completely gone. I removed it during like the update of this, and there are also toilets in here, and the reason why it's just like one toilet is because like, yeah, I realized that, oh yeah, most of my planes don't even have toilets. So what would go wrong if we have toilets? And that's it. That's what made it so good about this plane. And also this is like the unique thing about it. It's also the tail, the design of this thing. I guess I kind of like it, of course. So here, let's go to the mini ones. These mini ones, these are the first planes that I actually didn't make out of Stamper tools. And yeah, this was my first time trying to make a plane out of stamp tools, and guess what? Yeah, it was successful, and it was really good too. So here's the first one. This was called the D8-20, and this was one of the first planes. So like what I did was like I took like some dude's fucking fuselage, like, and then made additional stuff into it, like a plane like this one, and then I think I made this when I was like on my way, like I was like about to go to school on like what, Friday. I was like 9 years old. And here you got like the fucking cockpit, and all there was like long chairs and all this crap. I kind of don't like it. And here's the thing: is this thing's also short too. Can't even get through. It's like the midget plane. And even the seats are like not even proper as well. It's like trying to fit in teeth. So that's because like, yeah, this was like one of my least favorite, but at the same time one of my favorites, because it really spawned a whole generation of what was actually about to come over. So let's just go on the other ones. So I actually tried to remake the D8-20 because I mean, you could tell already it looked really bad. And here this was the one. Is the dash, the D8-60. And what it's literally supposed to be, it's supposed to be like the improvement of the D8-20. So it's like fixed up, but like without bugs and stuff, and it's a complete remake. And and looking at it, it's just literally what I did was like I just literally just add seats, better seats, and open stairs. So I kind of learned from that mistake from the remake. I think it was kind of disappointing too. You can look at that. There's no fucking change at all. So let's go on the other ones. I thought I was like completely done with it. So I decided. So around some point around 2019 to late 2018, I was thinking about I watched a recent document about like some company trying to do the first supersonic jet airliners type of stuff, like the Concorde, but much more older and much more original, this type of design. And I came up, and with my experimental stuff, I came up with this. Yeah, this is what I came up with. And it's called the D8-99 and this is definitely one of the best remakes of this plane. And even better, this is like one of the most popular ones of one of my planes. And I remember having seen this in like 5 inches, and I could see people actually using it every single time. So right here, this is so like what I did was that like I expanded the cabin a little bit. You could see that, but like you could go look at this. This looks a little bit smooth and stuff like that. And you could go inside the cabin, so like, it looks a little bit narrower and kind of cramped it up a little bit. This was a best step. Like you could look at the expanded cabin, everything looks better, and oh my gosh, yeah. That really just shows. And also here, this is a recent update of one of the planes. So there's a bathroom too, at the back of the plane. So that really, so this is like one of the examples of like, yeah, you can learn from your mistakes and make a better one. And here, this is a recent bug. I think I gotta fix that. It just needs a new paint job. Now, what I also did was that I also made better wings. I think I made it like, yeah, I just made it better wings because I didn't like the other ones. Like, this one actually looks terrible. This looks like it belongs in a fucking bomber plane than a small plane. And here, this is the smallest version. I think this is the one that was used a lot. I remember this being used a shit ton of roleplays, like survival roleplays in Survivor's Island. Yeah, everybody. Yeah, I remember too. I fucking saw like one of my planes like in the crashed version, and it was like, oh yeah, we're they were making sticks and stuff, and they were getting shit from the plane. And here, this was the jet. This was the jet version. This was like a private jet. This was supposed to be like a jet that I made for myself. So as you can see, there's a lot of special stuff, like the toilet. You got couches, TV. You got an entire fucking bed and winery. And right here, this is one of the recent additions. It's the one with the stripes. This one was made for New Shingleton. And here's another one that I actually right here, right? It's like an empty ass plane. This like I don't know why I decided to add this at all. I think it was like one of my attempts to try to make up something actual. This is like from I think it was like from a free model. So what I did was like I stripped everything out of it, and yeah, I decided to add it here for like no reason. So it's been here for like 4 years, like possibly or more. And yeah, so that's it for like our tour so far. This model is actually gonna be free. It's in my inventory. I don't know. I don't know what you can do with it. You can use it for role plays. You can use it to crash things. Whatever. You can use it for role plays, but I definitely these planes are like a legacy. And this really just shows that I'm really proud of my what work I type of fucking did. And so anyways, I'm signing out. Bye.